Hello everyone, welcome to the class. In today's class, we will solve exercise 40, which is in page number 94. Okay. So first question is, question number 1, choose the greater decimal number from each of the following pairs. From each pairs. Okay. Number A, 5.9 and 8.30. So you have to choose the greater. Answer. Greater DECIMAL decimal number is equals to, so which is bigger, you have to select that one. Okay, so here you have in units place you have 5 and here in units place you have 8. So which is greater? Units digit 5 is greater or units digit 8 is greater? So obviously 8 is greater. Okay, so 8.30 will be your answer. 8.30 is the greater decimal number. Next, question number B. Question number B, you have 0.6 and 1.34. I'll write answer only. Okay, greater decimal number is, you write that statement. Okay, greater decimal number is equals to, you see the units digit in units place, this is point, and units place you have 0 and in the units place you have 1. So which is bigger? 0 is bigger or 1 is bigger? It is 1, obviously, that you know, isn't it? So it is 1.34 is the bigger decimal number. Okay, next is number C, 0.75 and 0.85. You have to select the bigger decimal number. In units digit you have 0 here and here also you have 0. Okay, so this is equals to this, units digit are equal. So you see this side after point towards the right side. From point, this side is left and this side is right. This is left and this side is right. Okay, so since left hand side, this after point units digit is same, you go to right hand side, units digit. Okay, here you have 7, here you have 8. You have 7, here you have 8 after point. Okay, so which is bigger? 7 is bigger or 8 is bigger? So 8 is bigger, so answer will be 0.85 is the bigger decimal number. Okay, next, number D, you have 13.68 and 9.92. Number E, you have 0.831 and 0.509. You have this. This is 9. In units place you have 9. Here you have 13 units and tens. 2 digits are there. 13. This side you have 9. Okay. So which is bigger? 13 is bigger or 9 is bigger? So obviously 13 is bigger. Okay. So your number, greater number will, decimal number will be 13.68. In this case, in units place you have 0 here. This is 0 and this is also 0. So they are equal. So you move to this side. Here you have 8. Here you have 5. So which is bigger? Obviously 8 is bigger. So write it 0.831. Okay. 0.831 is the bigger decimal number. 0.831 is the bigger decimal number. So this was question number 1. Next, let's move on to question number 2. Write 2 more decimal numbers equivalent to each of the given numbers. Okay, so question number 2 is write 2 more decimal numbers equivalent to each of the following numbers. So 0.5, you have to write the equivalent decimal numbers. Okay, equivalent decimal numbers. Equivalent decimal numbers. Equivalent decimal numbers means the numbers, decimal numbers which are equal to this value 0.5. Okay, you have to write 2 decimal numbers which are equal to 0.5. So for this, your answer will be 2 decimal numbers decimal numbers which are equivalent to 0.5 is equals to, you have to put 0 just behind this. Okay, so 0.50 and 0.500. If you add 0 after decimal point, after this decimal, okay, if you add 1 0, 2 zeros, 3 zeros, whatever number of zeros, then it won't affect the value, this one decimal number. Okay, so 0.5 is equals to 0.50 and it is also equals to 0.500. Okay, so you need to add 0 only towards the right hand side. Towards the right end here you have to add 0. Suppose if you are asked to write 3 decimal numbers equivalent to the given number, then one more you can add 0.5000, 3 zeros you can put. Okay, so remember that when you add 0 after decimal, it won't affect the number. Okay, so two decimal numbers are this, which are equivalent to 0.5. For this it will be number B, it will be 1.30, you have to add 0 only. Okay, and 1.300. For this also 19.80 and 19.800, and this 13.56 also you do it on your own. Okay, so you have to write decimal number equivalent to given numbers. So it is very simple. You keep on adding zeros towards the right end of given decimal number. Okay, next question is, choose the decimal from the brackets given to the given numbers. Okay, so next question number 3 is, choose the decimals from the brackets equivalent to the given numbers. You have to choose the decimals. Okay, so number A, 5.3. You have to choose the decimal number from this 3 options which is equivalent to this, and I have already explained you the meaning of equivalent decimal numbers, isn't it? So you have to add 0 at the right hand, extreme right hand side. Okay, so after 3 you have to add 0. Check it here, 3.31, this is not the equivalent. 3.50, this is the equivalent, and this is not the equivalent. Okay, so your answer will be 5.30. Similarly, for question number B, 0.6, you have 0.6. So you have to add 0 after 6. You can add 1 zeros, 2 zeros, or 3 zeros. Okay, so the decimal number equivalent to 0.6 is 0.60. This is the equivalent decimal number. 0.06, this is not the equivalent decimal number. Okay, here 0.060, this is also not the equivalent number because 0 is added in front of 6. In front of 6, 0 is added. Okay, so that does not form equivalent decimal number. Here 0.60, so after 6, 0 is added, 2 zeros are added, so this is also the equivalent decimal number. Next, your question is 8.01, so you have to select the equivalent decimal number. So 8.10, instead of this 0, 1 is written, just places are interchanged, so this does not form equivalent decimal number. Okay, this one 8.01, 8.01 is there, 01 is there, and after this 0 is added. That means this is the equivalent decimal number. Okay, next is 8.100, 8.10. Here you have 8.01, here you have 8.10. So this is different. Here is 10, here is 01. So this is not the equivalent decimal number. And this one 8.01. You have 8.01. Up to this is correct, isn't it? And 2 zeros are added at the extreme ends. Okay, so this also forms the equivalent decimal numbers. Now let's move on to another question. Question number 4. Okay, next question number 4 is, how many decimal places are there? THERE there. Okay, in each of the following, in each of the following numbers. Number A, you have 19.0. Number B, you have 42.10. Number C, you have 6.89, and number D, you have 0.463. And okay, so here how many decimal places are there? 19.0, that means one decimal places are there. Okay, answer is one decimal place, because only one digit is there after decimal. Okay, so one decimal place. Number B, your question is 42.10. So answer, you have two digits after decimal. You have two digits after point or decimal. Okay, so two decimal places. Answer will be two decimal places. Next, number C, 6.89. You have two digits. 6.89. Sorry, you have to read 6.89. Okay, don't read 89. That I have already explained you in previous video. So you have two digits after the decimal. So answer will be two decimal places. Number D, 0.463. You have three digits after the decimal. Three digits, 1, 2 and 3. So three decimal places. Answer, you write it, three decimal places. Okay. So remaining question number 5 to question number 8 we will do in another class. Okay, thank you. This much for today's class.